So before we present the award, I want to acknowledge the extraordinary work of Daniel J. Jones, president of the Penn Quarter Group, member of the Human Rights First Board of Advocates, and the former staff member of the Senate Select Committee who led the investigation for the torture report. Dan, please join me on the stage.
Good evening. It's such an honor to be here. This was a 7-year journey for the senators and the staff of the Intelligence Committee to get this report out. And we felt very isolated and on our own, but we knew there were organizations on the outside, and none greater than Human Rights First, who were advocating for this report to be completed and to be released. And then once it was released in December of 2014, we needed to make sure this never happened again. And again, Human Rights First was there to make sure the McCain-Feinstein Act passed. And that now limits interrogation techniques across the entire government to those in the Army Field Manual and requires International Committee of the Red Cross access to U.S. detainees, regardless to what agency is holding them in custody. So I want to thank Mike and the board and everyone here for supporting us through that whole period of time. So thank you. And as I mentioned, this was a 7-year journey. We produced a nearly 7,000-page report with 38,000 footnotes, and then we reduced that to an executive summary that was released in December of 2014, and that executive summary was a mere 525 pages. And I thought you couldn't make it any smaller than that. And then a guy named Scott Z. Burns comes along, and he does this amazing script in 120 pages, and in a 2-hour film, with some really talented actors and a talented producing team, produces this film that I just cannot be more proud of. We worked really hard to educate the public about these techniques and this program, but I know this film is going to reach so many more millions of people, and I just want to thank the filmmaking team and introduce everyone. Steven Soderbergh, Danny Gabay from Vice, Linda Powell, who plays Senator Feinstein's Chief of Staff, and it's my great pleasure to introduce Scott Z. Burns, the writer and director of the report.
Thanks. We become tired of hearing people lie, and after a time we become dead, a little dead. We think of ourselves as victims, and we become victims. We become weak. We doubt ourselves, we doubt our beliefs, we doubt our institutions, and we doubt the law. That's a line from the 1982 film, The Verdict, directed by Sidney Lumet, written by David Mamet. It's a warning and a call to arms, and it's a line that would be welcome in our movie. I am grateful to accept this award on behalf of my collaborators, Steven Soderbergh, Jennifer Fox, who can't be here tonight, Danny Gabay, Eddie Moretti, Carrie Orant, and our amazing cast, Adam Driver, who plays Daniel Jones in the movie, Annette Bening, who plays Senator Feinstein, John Hamm, Michael C. Hall, Maura Tierney, Linda Powell, a bunch of other people that I want you to go see the movie, so I'm not going to keep going. And the movie comes out November 15th, theater near you. Shortly thereafter, it'll be on Amazon Prime, on a TV near you. I'm really grateful to the Lumet family and Human Rights First for this recognition of our work, but need to acknowledge that any act of integrity that I committed as a writer or director was preceded by and inspired by the actions of many people who pointed me towards this story. Alberto Mora, Malcolm Nance, Mark Fallon, Colonel Steve Kleinman, Special Agent Ali Soufan, Jane Mayer, Nathaniel Raymond. Yeah, if you know these people, clap. Senator Udall, Senator Levin, Senator Whitehouse, Senator Rockefeller, Senator Feinstein, and the late Senator John McCain. But above all, former United States Senate staffer Daniel J. Jones. It is their integrity that we celebrate tonight, and I am grateful to each of them. The story I told is one they had the courage to live. So thank you to Human Rights First for acknowledging our film and thereby acknowledging their force of character. Thank you.